Hello folks, this is Peter Phelps again, and in this FreeCAD tutorial video we're going to use Inkscape to try to recreate a owl ornament. Now, I've already tried to do this once. I had some issues, so I'm going to try it a bit differently this time. We're going to first start out by changing the document properties, because the object itself is 90 millimeters tall, and I'm going to say it's 60 millimeters wide. And I have my units as millimeters. And then we're going to go to the view, zoom, well, actually, let's go ahead and go file, import. I took a picture of this flat owl ornament is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to open that. The reason I'm staying way zoomed out is because the picture is going to be way bigger than the page. So let's go view, zoom, selection. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the opacity of this so that I can see through it. Now you can tell how much bigger it is now. Trying to remember I'm going to press Control, click, and then drag. It's different from other programs where you'd use Shift to try to keep the same. And then we're going to go view, zoom. I'm going to go selection again. And I'm going to zoom out a bit. What we want to do is get this as big as possible, but still within the page. I'm holding Control as I'm doing this to try to keep it. Zoom out again. Squeeze it just a bit. Bring it up a little bit. It doesn't matter if it's exactly the same. One thing you want to do is try to make it slightly different if possible, so that you're not violating the... Okay. And then I'm going to make it bring the opacity back up. And I'm going to lock that layer, and then I'm going to add another layer on top of it. We'll be working in that layer. I'm going to zoom to the page so we're closer. Now, when I tried doing this before, it was saying that I had open lines and other stuff. I tried doing the ellipses in here, but one of the things that Inkscape sometimes does is it doesn't connect the ellipses completely. It'll have like a little gap, and that fouled up my trying to use this in FreeCAD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace these holes here and these. Now when I do this project, I'm going to try to probably do a 3D print of it rather than this laser cut. So I may have to make these different, the wing part different, because that's way too thin for a 3D printer to be able to handle. But so I'm going to start with drawing freehand lines, and I'm just going to click here, make a straight line. I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to drag and then I'm going to continue on. Don't worry if you're not completely smooth, because we're going to smooth out the lines a little bit later. Oops, I didn't mean to right click. Now let go there. What did it do? Uh-oh. I didn't mean to right click there. Let's see. Back over here. Try again. Well, I was saying earlier, so you don't have to worry too much about being completely clear, because we're just basically going to smooth it out later. Uh-oh, did I mess that up? Let's see. Because we have two nodes and we shouldn't have two nodes. Oops. Yeah. Let's go ahead and smooth it. Control L, 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 L. Good enough. And then let's go back in and see if I can use the plus, I guess. Scroll bars up. So I need to fix this, I think, over here. That one. Shift click that one. And they have a join. Yeah, here. There we go. That'll make sure that that's one path. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give the eyelets and nose. It's just 4 little lines. And sort of a diamond shape. And just gonna freehand his eyes basically. And I'm gonna go Control L it a couple times. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. And I'm just going to copy that, paste it, and we'll go over here. Might want to be a little further. So don't want it to be too thin in this area. And then we're going to freehand the wing. Control L it. Simplify the there. Okay. And I'm just gonna make one more of these, but sort of small but thicker. Control L that. Okay, and now we're going to make the first layer just disappear, and then all we have is our owl itself. And what we're going to do is we're going to file, save as, because I already made it SVG, but it was slightly different. We're going to call it flat owl ornament. Say save. Yes. And now we're going to open up FreeCAD. I'm going to leave this open. Well, I should probably close it. We're going to open up FreeCAD. I'm only closing it because running the video recording program takes up a lot of memory, and sometimes it glitches if both Inkscape and FreeCAD are open while I'm trying to record. But hopefully what I just did works the way I expected. So I believe everything was closed the way it should be. We're going to go File, Import, Documents, Flat Owl Ornament SVG, say open, as geometry, select, okay. And what we're going to do is select, okay. See, now the owl is just one part. Let's go ahead and select all of them. Go to Part, Workbench. We're going to go Part, Compound, Make a Compound. And we're going to select the, I'm going to change the view a bit. So it's 3D. So all we got is a 2D drawing here. Take the compound, we're going to extrude that 3 millimeters. And we're creating a solid. Make sure that that's checked. Say OK. Oops. That didn't work. Let's undo the compound. Let's take this, extrude it 3. Make sure it's create a solid 3. Say okay. Now it's a physical part. What we're going to do is the same thing to all these. Huh! Oh, that's interesting. It shouldn't have gone. Let's see if I do it in reverse. 3 millimeters. Okay. Maybe I have to do that to all these. No, now it went. That is so weird. They should have all been on the same plane when they got imported in. I don't understand why. That makes no sense. Okay, so I'm going to take this one and just cut the rest of them out. Uh-oh. Why did it... Try the others. Okay, we're gonna fix that a different way. I don't know why it's not letting you have those. So I'm gonna just hide those for right now. I'm going to select this, go to part design. Selecting that face, I'm gonna just create a sketch. I hate this thing. Create a body. Okay, can we move the cut into the body? Now why don't I see it? There, okay. Create a sketch on that face. I selected the face. Okay. And I'm going to create a 3-point. Creating another 3-point arc. Okay, escape. And then I want to adjust these so that they look somewhat similar. Oops, they didn't connect. Click those and make sure that they are constrained so that they're the same. Let's move this up and up. Okay, we're going to close that. Hopefully that those were right and I can pocket. And we're going to say through all. Say OK. And now what we're going to do is create another sketch. This time on the XY plane. Say OK. And zoom out a bit. We're going to just go with circles, I guess. This will be a little different than that other one. I don't like it. Because now this doesn't connect to anything. Delete that. Maybe instead we go with this. I want it to overlap slightly on all 3 points. Okay. That looks good. So create another one. Escape. Control Z. Okay, and then we're going to create a hole for the Oops. For the nail. I'm going to set it by radius. Not that one. I'm going to say 1. That gives it a diameter of 2 millimeters. And I need to zoom in. And try to make it look like it's somewhat centered there. Okay, and then back to the whole thing. And I'm closing that. We're going to pad that 3 millimeters. We could go 4 millimeters. How come it looks like it's down? Okay, let's reverse it. And let's make it 3. I don't know why it was extruded down. It's done. Oops. Well, there's that pad. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to take this here and press Control, click that one. We're going to go to Part, and we're going to merge those. Shapes are more or less like one compound. Okay, the pocket. Odd. Okay, we want the pocket and the pad to be compounded or combined. I hope I didn't just crash it. There we go. Okay. Good. We're going to call this, save the file, and we're going to call it Flat Owl Ornament. Save. And then we're going to click the Fusion. We're going to File, Export. Now for 3D printing, we can do the AMF. But I'll also do this, the STL file export. STL mesh, because that's AMF is a newer 3D printing format than the older STL. So save, and then you should be able to take that file, put it into a 3D printer, and come up with our owl ornament here. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps some of you, and I'm sorry if sometimes it's a little doesn't go the way I want. Sometimes it doesn't do things the way you expect, but this worked out. I mean, the eyes you can still sketch them in Part Design Sketcher, and it worked out. So thank you. Bye bye.